All right, so today's objective is the chorus will identify by using the order of sharps and flats a major key signature by filling in the circle of fifths. So before we go into this very complicated formula for figuring out circle of fifths, I want to talk to you about what major is, and we have different tonal centers, but we're going to be focusing mainly on finding major key signatures. In the key signatures, you're going to have either only sharps or only flats. You're never going to see a key signature that has both sharps and flats in it, so that will help eliminate some confusion. Just to define what a sharp is, a sharp raises a note a half step, and a flat lowers a note a half step. So if you're taking a look at a keyboard, if I go from F and I raise it a half step, that's going to be an F sharp. If I go down a half step, for example, from A down a half step, that's going to be an A flat. So basically, these accidentals just raise and lower your notes by a half step. In order for us to understand how to read a key signature, we need to just memorize the order of sharps and order of flats. The order of sharps is F, C, G, D, A, E, B. An easy way to look at it is in chunks of two. So F, C, G, and then D, A, E, B in those two chunks. There's no easy way to remember it. You just have to memorize it by rote. But the easy thing is if you can memorize the order of sharps, you also have the order of flats because it's just the order of sharps spelled backwards, which is B-E-A-D, and then G-C-F. Okay, so once again, order of sharps is F-C-G, D-A-E-B, and then the order of flats is the reverse of that, B-E-A-D, G-C-F. So just memorize that. That's not going to change. It's an order, and once you have that solid, then we can get into the key signatures. All right, so now let's take a look over here at what we call the circle of fifths. Okay, I'm going to write that here. Circle of fifths. And the reason why we call it a circle of fifths is that we're going to start with C, and we're going to go every 5 notes. So if my hand is here, if this is C, we're just going to go up the musical alphabet to the fifth. C, D, E, F, G. So then our next note here is going to be G. Then if I start with G, I'm going to go up a fifth. G, A, B, C, D. Then for the next one, I'll go up a fifth. D, E, F, G, A. Go up another fifth. A, B, C, D, E. Go up another fifth. E, F, G, A, B. And then I'll go up another fifth. B, C, D, E. It's going to be F sharp. Okay? Now, going this way, it's the same thing. So we're going backwards. If we take a look at the keyboard, we go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually land on F. Okay? If we're starting on F, we're going backwards 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be 5. So that's B. Starting on B, we go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I forgot to put my flat, so I'm going to do that. Okay. And then we're going to go backwards 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go backwards 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go backwards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where we meet in the middle is G flat and F sharp, which are enharmonic, which is more than what you need to know right now. All right, let's take a look at the key signatures. So in the key of G, we start with our order of sharps. Our first sharp is going to be F sharp. And so that's what we're going to put here. And the reason why we put it on this top line is because we've learned our line and space notes in treble clef. Every good boy does fine. So we're going to put the F sharp on the F line. All right. In the key of D, we're going to add a sharp. So it'll be F sharp and C sharp. So I'm going to come over here and write F sharp and C sharp. In the key of A, we're going to add another note, F, C, G. Come over here and write F, C, G sharp. Okay, in the key of E, we're going to add another one, F, C, G, D. So notice that I'm writing my sharps on the line or space that it belongs. F, C, G, D. Okay? In the key of in the key of B, we're going to add another sharp. F, C, G, D, A. And A will be right there. Okay, I'm not going to add G flat and F sharp because quite honestly, barbershoppers don't sing in these keys. That's just more of an FYI. We don't really sing in the key of B either, or many of these key signatures. But just for the sake of learning how to read, I'm going to go back up and teach you how to read the flats. Now the key of F, there's really no rhyme or reason. You just kind of have to memorize that that's F. But if we're going with the order of flats, B flat is going to be your first flat. Now in the key of B flat, we're going to add another note, B flat and E flat. I'm going to come here and add B flat and E flat. So in the key of E flat, now we're going to add a third note, B, E, A. B, E, A flat. In the key of A flat, we're going to add another note, B, E, A, D. B, E, A, D. And then in the key of D flat, we add another one, B, E, A, D, G. B, E, A, D, and G. Okay. Now, that is very complicated, but there is an easy way to read the key signature. I'm going to show you a shortcut. So for example, if I have one sharp, if I go up a half step from F sharp, I'm actually going to land on the note G. So that's the key of G. What if I have F sharp, C sharp? I take the last sharp and I go up a half step. That's going to be the key of D. Okay. What if I have F, C, G sharp? If I go up a half step from G sharp, I'm actually going to land on A. I'll do one more example. F, C, G, D sharp. A half step up from D sharp is E. So I'm in the key of E. So let's take a look at flats. Again, one flat, we just know automatically, just memorize it, that's the key of F. I go B flat, E flat. In the flats, we're going to go backwards, but we're going to go backwards to what we can see. Okay? So B flat, E flat, going backwards one, we're in the key of B flat. Let's do another example. B flat, E flat, A flat. I see that my last flat is A flat. I go back one more to E flat. That tells me I'm in the key of E flat. Let's do another example. B, E, A, D flat. D flat's our last flat. I go backwards one. I identify this note as A flat. I'm in the key of A flat. Okay, so those are our shortcuts. That's a lot of information to review this week. If there's any questions, please let me know at course rehearsal next week, and happy practicing.